I had a few people ask me to do stage 5 of Grave of Rot because it's in the journal and they wanted me to do it without ENNA and without FITZ. And I got you covered. This is actually a really cool team and we're using a lot of the heroes that we used in Grave of Venom on stage 8 to get legendary gear. If you haven't watched that video, go check it out. We're farming legendary gear with a new formation where the back line, nobody's being hit, only Horus, and it's really easy. We're going to get legendary gear right now. I have legendary gear, not on any of these heroes because I dumbed them all down to do this as if all these back people were level 90, and of course you're going to have a strong tank. Right now you should have close to a level 100 tank, and this guy's going to take care of himself. You know how Horus is. We're going to leave him up front, and we're just not going to pay him any attention. He's going to take care of us, and he's pretty beefy, right? We've got defense, just the normal gear that we farmed from Grave of Curse. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. All rares, Grave of Curse 6. Super simple if you have Grover. Really, really easy. And he's actually got pretty decent resistance. Not crazy, but we don't really need resistance in here. Not like you would think. Not like I thought when we first came in here. We have Hexandra. I do have a little resistance on her because she's already kind of tanky. We've got this on her. I put a resistance chest piece because I do want her to try to resist some of the stuff, especially if she can resist the recharging speed penalty that the boss will put on us with this big hit, with that extra big arm that hits hard. And the way we have this set up is this person right here, this level 50, I call him Whip It. You'll see why in just a minute. That guy does not get hit. The way the boss does it is the boss hits with a pattern just like this. The 1-3 whole row 3-1. So he's going to hit our main tank, and then 3 whole row, and then 3. So you could put this guy here, here, or here. But I advise to put it right here because this is our 3 fragile heroes on the team. She's going to kind of take care of herself. He's definitely going to take care of himself. So that means that 3 of these can be shielded right here by your main character, can be healed by Whip It, and then healed also by Hexandra. Every once in a while, if Hexandra gets low, you know, she'll take care of herself. She'll get a heal out there, and then he'll take care of all 3 at the bottom here with his heal. You could bring in Meredith. If you've been using Meredith, I use her still on Grave of Venom 8. She's amazing, and I use this guy as well. But I like Whip It style a little bit more than Meredith right now. So we'll use him. Either one will work. Meredith does a 3x3. It's going to give you heals. Over here with Sigrid, we need somebody to block healing on this boss. When this boss eats our tank, it gets a lot of health back. So Sigrid obviously has 2 moves to block healing. So that's why she's so great, plus decrease attack. Yes, I do have her skilled. She's one of the few rares that I do have skilled, so we can have a 100% chance to try and apply the heal block along with the decreased attack. It's really worth it. I'm using Sigrid everywhere. This lady is a legendary in disguise. I'm telling you, she's a legendary. And then we have our main hero, which is always kind of attack heavy so we can get better shields, right? The more attack we have, the more shields we have. But I've been noticing our main hero, this Traveler, is kind of falling off. He just takes too much damage. He's not tanky enough with all this kind of gear. And the shields really aren't that big, but it's going to work for what we're doing right here. It's gonna work. So I believe that's everybody. And I made everybody kind of dumb down without having another relic in here because they are 5-star. But believe me, you can do this with 4 stars. Plenty of people are doing this with level 94 stars and even a little under that on stage 5. So I took off all the extra runes they would have to make them stronger. And let's do it. And we got our level 50 over here. And look at his gear. He's got 2-piece rare, 2-piece epic, and then we just threw on this to give him a little more stats. The thing about this, having him in the corner, is that big hard-hitting move from this little eyeball hand hits that section. And it's only going to hit these 4, but it hits extremely hard. If we put him in here and try to play it, check it out. We'll do this really quick, and then we'll go immediately into the run after this. But watch. This one is the AoE. Everybody's going to be hit by this move. We all get the cuts our healing in half. That's a heal reduction, and then we get that poison. But now we get hit by this. Where's the slam? Oh, we already got hit by the slam. Actually, it didn't even look like he took damage because he had a shield on and some other things. Anyways, that's the hardest hitting move this boss has. It didn't look like he got hit hard. Here he goes. There it is. There's the hit. See that? It took him under half health. So it hits pretty damn hard. So it's really cool that we can bring all of our fragile heroes down in that corner and protect everybody. And he won't be hit by that move at all. So that's why we can bring in somebody with really low level that does healing that doesn't have anything to do with the gear they have on. His healing is based off of max HP, increased defense. This healing is based off of max HP plus recovery over time. So we don't have to put any special gear on him. All right, here's the real run. Horus taking care of himself. Hexandra kind of resisting some things now and again. Also, if you want to make it even easier to run, give yourself some resistance and accuracy food. And if you don't know about all the recipes and all the food, look down below at the Google document. It's got all the recipes down there. And then you can go around and get all the ingredients you need and make these buffs. We're going to eat this food right here, which is some kind of yogurt. I think we just used cheese and apples to do this one. 20% accuracy, 20% resistance. Now we've got that going. Let's go into this fight. It's going to be pretty easy. Like with this lineup, I really like it. Here goes Whip It. You ready? He's about to unleash in just a minute. So we got the 3 shielded. It's a good thing that the AI is smart. There he goes. There he goes. So now he gave us that heal. He gave us that increased defense. And then he also has a battle skill with a heal, which gives us that regen on it. That heal over time, right? Hexandra is kind of holding her own right now. Her health is good. She's resisting, I think, what she can. I don't know if she's resisting everything, but it's really good if she can resist that recharge speed penalty that slows her down. So that way she can keep up with more healing for the whole entire team. But really, since Horus isn't taking any damage, all she has to do is take care of the 3. And sometimes she doesn't even have to take care of Whip It because he's not taking that much damage, right? He's down there at that corner where he's not taking the big hit. So he's pretty safe. And it's exceptionally good because that, like I said, the main hero and Sigrid are pretty glass cannons. They are. They're truly glass cannons. And they shouldn't really be surviving. They kind of need to be a little tankier. But with him down there taking care of everyone, it's much easier to get through this. So really, in all, I think this is kind of I don't consider this a DPS race. I think that we have a lot of time to fight this boss. All you have to do is make sure that you have the heal block up, and Sigrid covers that in so many ways with 2 ways to block healing. It's amazing. She's like the best one out there for that. And then if we have to slow play it, it's not a big deal. You can slow play this fight. I mean, it doesn't seem like the boss has a lot of HP. If we could find a way to get even more healing in here, or if you have special select epic healers that can remove debuffs and heal off them, like Vakuk, if you have... what's her name? Natalie, the new healer that looks like Hexandra that does block debuffs. She's crazy. That way you can block all these debuffs. Sure, it's going to be much easier. So bring those people in. Did we lose our main character? Oh my God. Okay, I've run this 5 times already. Never had an issue. Now I lost my main MC. That means shields are down. I don't know. This is going to get dicey. It always happens when I'm recording. Come on, pull through. We don't need that MC. He's just too fragile. We got Whip It. Whip It's going to take care of us. Hexandra's down there, and I think the boss is going down in just a minute. But you can see how fragile the main character is right now. And I think I just need to put on some defense runes or just a little different gear, but that's going to make our shields that he's doing a little less strong. But it's okay. Dead does nothing, right? When they're dead, they do nothing for us, but really easy to do this comp. You can throw anybody in that corner. I know there's a lot of formations for this. People on stream were telling me a lot of different ones. I'm talking so many different formations for this. And then they were even brute forcing it and just clumping everybody up and everyone getting hit by that big hit. I don't see that that's necessary, but they still worked, right? They were doing a lot of different formations. I think people are stronger than others, and I think that they're still using accessible heroes. They weren't showing me wins with any kind of legendaries or even epics. They were using FITZ, they were using ENNA, they were still using the core people that you saw here, but there are multiple ways to get this done. I just thought this was pretty fun because we could bring in a really low level healer, and it's kind of like what we've been doing over there at Grave of Venom now with that tank in the front, all those healers in the back, and only the tank taking damage over in Venom. And now we get legendary gear, which I hope you guys are starting to do because I'm loving getting legendary gear. I haven't run it that much, but hey, it's a start. And then in 14 days, we're going to get way bigger drops from the dungeons. I know it seems weird, but this is the way that this works going through the season. In 13 days and 16 hours, all the drops from all dungeons will start being more, a lot more. All the fragments for legendaries will be way more fragments. If you're only getting like 2 or 3 pieces, you're going to get full like 5 or 6 to craft a full piece. And where you wouldn't get a whole piece of armor drop, you're going to start seeing a whole piece. And where you do see a whole piece on like 9 and especially on 8, you're going to start seeing whole pieces all the time on 8 at 13 days. So we're going to really be able to ramp up our gear and get ready for the second half of the season where we get a lot of bosses introduced into the game and a lot of leaderboards. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Anyways, I hope that helped you out with Grave of Rot. Let me know your thoughts down below. Leave me a comment, leave me a like, please. And I will see you all in a video soon.